Hello, pedal nerdizzles, nerdellas, nerdines, and everyone. It's late, as you can clearly see by the darkness in the back of the room. The darkness! Yeah, me, Henning Pauli. I don't know, I don't mention that much because you don't really know what my name is. Did you really care? HP42, HP as in Henning Pauli. HP, I know it's stupid. So, we're doing something different. First of all, we're gonna take the thing out of the box. Here you go. Okay. Hello.
Hello.
I don't have to say hello to you, right? Those people. Hello, those people. Leslie's here. I know she's not excited about that. We're doing a quick unboxing of a board that has been sent to me by i-Musicnetwork. i-Music? Yeah, that's what they're called. A German distributor for Maybach guitars, jam pedals, and diamond pedals. So they sent me a pedal board jam-packed full of jam pedals. I really worked on this. It's clever, huh? Jam-packed of jam. See what I'm doing with the words? It's funny. So I wanted Leslie to see them because they're all hand-painted, and I wanted to see if she likes it because she has a very particular taste. I'm her particular taste, and that's kind of... So she might not like pretty things, right? I got you to smile. I got you to smile. So what we're doing is we're checking out this board in this video here, playing through a whole bunch of cool jam pedals, and then this goes back, so they're not for me. I wish. Could you please do the honors? We do not have the unboxing knife because I simply do not know where my trusty unboxing knife is. It's not so trusty today.
The red one.
No, the white one. Black and the ceramic knife. Who cares? It's just, we open the box. So this is the type of board they send to shops to get a feel for the whole model range on jam pedals. And here, on the sides. So, you know, they don't have to like install every pedal individually. So technically we should be able to just power this puppy up and check out all the pedals. Nice and secure. We're gonna have to remember how this is done because we have can you? This is a, what kind of board is this? Because it seems to be relatively wide but narrow. Wide but narrow. You know what? I mean, what? Not deep. Wide, but not deep. Ah, it's a wooden board. It's not like a pedal trainee board. Ooh, this is, I mean, I like it. I can see some evidence audio cables. Very nice and short evidence audio. What's the power supply? Ah, it's a one spot. A one spot power supply. Hey, if that works. So, can we see this right there? Yes. So, what do you think, Leslie? Apparently these are actually hand painted in Greece by jam pedals, which is where they come from. As far as I know, I might be completely wrong. Waterfall, isn't that funny? Llama. No? Delay llama? Llama? No? Would you spend, like, let's say, I don't know how much they are, let's say $200 on a pedal like this?
No. Wouldn't spend that on any pedal.
How much do you spend on pedals?
No money.
You get your pedals for free? What do you mean you don't need pedals? How do you play guitar? Where does your distortion come from?
I don't play guitar.
But if you had pedals, you could put them here and I could use them.
Because you don't have enough pedals.
I have a few. Shut up! I have not enough. Because we never have enough. So this is way cool. It's this demo on the side. So you cannot have it, it's a demo. We have Ripple, Speed. No idea what that does. I'm gonna assume tremolo or phase. I'm just making things up. I, of course, will find out. Actually, we shouldn't read anything about these. We should just turn them on and find out what they sound like, which we will do this afternoon. Waterfall, I'm thinking is a chorus. The Big Chill, Speed, Depth. That looks like a tremolo if you ask me. Dinosaur. It's a dinosaur. See, dinosaur. Because a compressor, dinosaur. Not funny? Compressor, dinosaur. It's funny. They play with words. She doesn't like puns. We have a Tube Dreamer. Or as the Brits call it, the Valve Dreamer. Rattler, that's a snake. I have no idea what that would do. And a Red Muck, which is, again, no idea what that does. But this is a neat board. Oh, and the is that a B or an H? Wahiko?
It's a K.
Wahiko Plus. And this completely hand-painted wah is kind of neat. So, yeah, we're gonna look at this board, and I'm gonna pick one of the drives, very likely, to put on the big ES8 board for the Boss booth at Musikmesse 2016. But we'll do that later. Say bye to Leslie. She's not gonna sit here while I play this board. You're not, right? No. See you later. And as always, Leslie hated it and had no fun. Well, yeah, she really doesn't want to be in these videos. I love the girl. So we're looking at the whole board because i-Musicnetwork sent it, and we're just gonna get a feel for the pedals. We're not gonna do an in-depth demo of each one of them. We're not gonna do a produced track and all this and the slideshow. We're just gonna get a feel for them, and I know nothing about them. I know zip. I haven't read any manuals. I haven't even checked out what kind of pedals they are. I played with the board for 5 minutes earlier, and that's gotta be enough. Now, my setup, the Hartung Embrace Vantage 57. Hells yeah! We're doing a different setup today because it's here and it's cool. We're going into 2 notes, Le Clean preamp. There's a whole series on these preamps, really cool. Le Clean preamp into the Torpedo Cab simulator, which is right now simulating some, I don't know what it's doing. Let me check. A modern voiced speaker, so nothing in particular. And the clean sound sounds like so. Not too bright, not too dark, nicely round, just what you want for pedals. And that's what we're doing. We're gonna start on the right and go to the end, and then some combinations. The pedal is the pedal. The wah pedal is apparently called the Wahiko. Jam Pedals is a company from Greece. It's apparently all handmade and definitely hand painted, which is way cool. And the Wahiko is a really cool wah. On the right side, I don't know if you can see this, there's a big chicken head knob, which allows you to set the range. So depending on if you whine in the bottom range or the high range, you can just set the right range. We're gonna start on the very top. So careful, it's gonna get bright. It's an extremely effective wah. It really goes wow, and not just wow. It's fun. So on the complete opposite range, I can't achieve a lot up there. So I could, but it's really cool down here. And obviously everything in between. I'm gonna have to bend down a lot, I'm sorry, but because there's a wah on that pedal board and I don't want to take it apart, I have it on the floor. Please, blah, 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 blah. Please notice the really nicely made board, especially the evidence audio, tiny cables in between. High quality shit right there. Now let's combine that with the to-be screamy kind of thing. Well, if you ask me, that could be my go-to wah, if I had one. Wink, wink. No, this is great. This does the extreme wah effect that I'm looking for, not the slightly wah. It really goes wow, a big time filter. Very cool. Here we have the. You can't see the names. Can you see those names? No, that camera doesn't show it. On the side, they're nicely kind of hand painted on. This is the dinosaur. Dinosaur. Looks kind of with the control, looks like a Dynacomp. It's a compressor, and we're gonna check it out. So no compression is this. Ha! It really smacks that signal right down, but keeps it there. It, compress, it is doing what a simple compressor is supposed to do. So here we have the Tube Dreamer Plus. There's actually a Tube Dreamer Plus. Yeah, there's actually a more complex version that I've seen with more knobbies. No idea what it does. I only have this one. So you have level, tone, and gain. I like that it's just the one letter. I love companies who do this. I always try to convince the Chinese companies to just do the one letter. We know what L, T, and G means. You know, LTG. I mean, liturgy. So, right side, pretty much a slight overdrive pushing something. Thins out the bass like it's supposed to do. It's doing everything it's supposed to do. This is extremely cream central. That's what it is. It creams like crazy. Now obviously let's check out if we go to the drive side of that Look Clean preamp, how it can be pushed. So I'm pushing it now. now, because I have the delay in front of it, it would be a bad idea to put the delay in front of the distortion. I can try, let's see what happens. This is probably gonna sound like crap. As always, don't put delay before you drive. So, if it's on and we go and engage that blue thing, something more happens. That's all I can tell you. I cannot tell you what happens electronically. I have no idea. First of all, I wouldn't understand it anyway. And secondly, this is not what this is about. We're just checking out. That rhymed. It feels like it's just doing a little bit more of whatever it's doing. Nice! I always like it a little bit brighter. So this is really, really cool. I mean, in its category, it's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. Oh, before you mention this, yes, these are Christmassy socks with ducks on it. Those are actually ducks wearing Christmas elf things, yes. And this is just purple with stripes. So in case you were going to comment on that, don't waste the time. You know, hey, I just made that joke. Yes, I like fuzzy, funny socks. What's your problem with that? Are you a boring sock wearer? Come on, we're musicians. We're supposed to be weird. The one thing that comes to mind in terms of frequency response and everything is vintage. It just yells vintage. Very, very nice. Okay, just checking the. So now we have the Rattler. It's got a rattlesnake on it with the red eye. I'm assuming that's gonna sting and bite. I'm assuming that's a distortion. It's a slightly fuzzy distortion, if you ask me. It's not your metal distortion, definitely not. Well, obviously, give me a second, I'm just saving this. What you can learn with the torpedo cab is there are huge differences in the speaker you use. So let's go and change the speaker, because this is a speaker meant for clean. So that's where we were earlier. I would call it a good rock distortion. It makes a fuzzily wide sound. It's not a precise metally kind. It doesn't have the sting for that, even though it's a Rattler. We're gonna crank up the gain and see what happens. I would even say maybe OCD-ish. The OCD gets kind of blown up, you know, gets a fat ass, and that's a fat ass distortion. It's very OCD-ish. We have the red Muck, which is communism. I don't know. That is very clearly a fuzz. Should write down some of these things because that was a cool riff. I don't go into these with anything prepared, which is why 95% of what I play is total crap. Okay, I don't know riffs. I don't know any famous songs. I make up things on the spot, which means, again, crap. But that was cool. Write this down, please. Someone sent me... No, don't. They inspire to be dirty and nasty. Not sexually, I mean, musically, you know? That's my feeling is they are handmade, they're hand-painted, and that individuality, the individuality that the pedals have, you can't express musically. If you know what I mean. I'm gonna go start the cameras again. So, we're moving on to the big chill. I love me a good tremolo when it's flexible. And this is. So let's look at the controls. We got speed 2 and speed 1, or in French, the speed. Speed 2, speed 1. I don't know. And we got 3 different waveforms. I love me a good tremolo with different waveforms. So we got triangle, square, and sine wave, the other way around, with a flippy switch. And for a pedal that size, it's crazy, but it actually has 3 foot switches. Foot switch number 1 engages the pedal. Foot switch number 2 on the left switches between speed 2 and speed 1. And the LEDs shine and flicker in that speed, which is very cool. So if I increase this, so I'm just going to pick a slower speed and a faster speed. And then there's a depth control, of course. And when you hit foot switch number 3, which is kind of hidden, it took me a while to even see that. On depth, there's another orange light that lights up, which is actually going to be full depth, so full on bottom, top, and nothing in between, which is very, very cool. This is very cool. This is very cool. This is very cool for stutter effects. You shall have a stutter effect. Stutter now! General von Stutter. Why do I have these German accent fits all of a sudden? Which is very cool for a stutter effect. Or I don't know how. I sound that way. It is good for a stutter effect. Stutter. So we engage on sine wave in slow. Very nice. Let's look at what level does. Yeah, it's not a mix. I mean, depth is the mix, so it's an overall level. Nice. So if I now hit the depth knob, it's going to be full on top and bottom. love these effects. It has an input on the side, which I think is probably for an expression pedal. It says SPD2. So I'm thinking you can control speed 2 with an expression pedal. Very, very nice addition. And for a pedal that size, that is very cool. Loads of features in there, but of course my favorite effect is the square wave. Let's see. Now if you hit the button again, it's gonna go on, off, on, off. Now how much fun is that? That's fun. So the big chill, big thumbs up from me. And then we have the waterfall, which, I mean, come on, a pedal with a faucet on it is just awesome. Which is a chorus. Le chorus, oh, très français, très bien. Oh. And it's an awesome one! Come the fuck, this is nice! Let's go less depth but more speed. Speed. So I don't know what the minus does. I'm thinking it's less. Let's try this. I'm gonna interpret it as whatever we had, just, you know, less of it. That's just a nice, super subtle chorus. Okay, the V stands for, you know, V. Vibrato. It's a chorus / vibrato. Which I never get the point. I'm sorry, someone please tell me what a vibrato is good for. Other than sounding out of tune in your tune. not get the effect. Someone please comment. Jam pedals people, comment. Someone who uses vibrato, please tell me how you're using it. I don't get vibrato. As far as choruses go, this is one of the nicest ones I've ever played. Then we have the ripple. Ripple, it's a dead fish. And it's got one knob that says speeder, which very clearly means speeder. It's a phaser, unless I'm completely wrong. And it can go super slow, which is nice. Play that, actually I really don't. Let's increase the speed though. Wow, 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 wow. Hey, it's a phaser. Okay, which of course brings us to the delay llama, which how cool is it to have a delay with a llama on it. I once had a plugin called Delay Llama, which was very cool. It was some guy and it was like a formant vocal thing. I don't think it's related to that. It's just way cool. It's the Delay Llama Plus. It's an analog delay. It's got time repeats and level. It's pretty damn big. And as far as I can tell, the left knob is going to do a hold on the repeats. I think. And then also it's got a expression pedal input for a expression pedal input. I'm assuming time. Let's check this out. So let's try some slappy backy thing. How did I do that last time? One could only play that lick. Let's see how long it goes. That's what she said. So on long repeats, difficult to actually keep them there. Vibe to it. It definitely has something. Obviously I couldn't push it into, so it was shorter delay times. It seems to go into positive feedback. So the function of the feedback knob, or the repeats knob, is interdependent with the delay time. But what do you use a delay for, an analog delay? Very likely for muddying up and smushing together lead sounds. Well, there you go. Obviously, on how to use these, what are the benefits, what do they great, what do they not do so great, I would have to play with these for a few weeks. I would have to use them in songs and really find out, you know, what's the dealio, and do some really in-depth demos. But the first playthrough reveals a certain signature for me. It feels as if they're dirty, gritty. It feels as if they're alive a little bit. They're definitely not your sterile kind of run-of-the-mill effects. Now, whether you want to fork over the boutique prices that you have to spend on these, or same with Walrus Audio or JHS or any of those companies, that's for you to decide. That's not for me to decide. I'm just saying how they feel. And you know what? If the Big Chill gives you the chills and you're like, hey, this is a really awesome tremolo, you should also check out the Diamond tremolo. It's the green one. I did a demo for Thomann, and that's a really awesome, super flexible, very well thought out tremolo. I love the chorus. If I could pick one right now, the Tube Dreamer is very nice. The Tube Dreamer is very creamy. It's like ultra creamy. but I would probably have to go for that chorus because I don't have a super go-to chorus that I go to. But that might be the go-to chorus that I would go to if I had that chorus. And the wah is really good. So that's it. Jam pedals for you. Maybe in-depth demos at some point, but this gives you an idea. I'm gonna pack this stuff up and send it back now. See ya!